What's up YouTube? Jerryland here again, bringing you another product that I think just might be worth your money. So today we're going to be taking a look at an iMac arm mount. So these are incredibly hard to find now, and especially for the models that come after late 2012, so the iMacs that are slightly skinnier on the sides. For some reason, Apple decided to be jerks and make it so that the desk mounts that the iMacs come with cannot be removed anymore. So this is a huge disclaimer that you need to know. If you are about to buy an iMac and doing some research on that and you're interested in getting a desk mount, an arm mount for your computer, you must, when you are buying your iMac, select a special model that Apple offers now that includes the Visa mount. So this means that the desk mount that originally came with it won't come in your box anymore, and all you're going to get is the Visa mount bracket already installed on your iMac. So this is a huge disclaimer that I want everybody to heed my warning of right now. So if you're buying a later version of an iMac, later than 2012, you're going to need to buy the special Visa mount model. Alright, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with our review. Okay, so today we're going to be reviewing an arm mount by a company called Chief. They make a bunch of these special desk mounts, arm mounts, etc. for professionals, so for different businesses and stuff. So you know that their arm mount is of great quality, and it just looks and works in a really well-made fashion. So this model that we have here is called the K1C120S. So each of their different arm mounts, desk mounts have a different model number, and they all stand for a certain thing. You gotta just look around on their website and you'll figure it out. I'll put a link in the description below. So this arm mount usually retails for over $200, but currently on Amazon it's actually on sale for $174. So for an arm mount, that is pretty reasonable. If you look around on Apple's website, on all the different just Google searches that you do, you're gonna find arm mounts for around $150 or more. So 174 is definitely reasonable, and let's talk a little bit more about the arm mount and the quality of the build so that you can decide if this is worth your money or not. Alright, so like I said, if you have one of the late 2012 or newer models, you're going to have to get the special Visa mount right here, which is what you see, this rectangle box that's attached to my iMac right here. I actually have the 2014, the newest model of iMac out there currently, and I had to get the arm mount. I love it. I love that you can just be so versatile with it, move it around, swivel it however you want, because the desk mounts that come with the iMac, the ones that go out like that and just sit on your desk, you barely get any rotation on the screen for you to go and push it up a little bit, down a little bit, and it just, you know, you have to be sitting or standing at the right angle for you to see it comfortably. Well, let's go over some of the features of this mount to let you know why you should buy an arm mount for your iMac. Okay, here we go. So let's talk about the different features we got. So if you look right here, you'll see this kind of arc. This allows me to swivel my screen to a certain degree, up this way, down this way, as well as this joint right here allows me to swivel it left and swivel it right. So let's go ahead and show you that. So I can push it up a little bit. There you go, you see my screen is tilted up now. I can tilt it down. And then like I said, I can swivel it left and right. Look at that. Look at how versatile that is, and that is amazing. Okay? I can't stress enough how crappy the regular desk mounts that come with the iMac are in terms of giving you different rotational degrees of viewing. So there's one point for you to get the arm mount. Let's talk about another one. Okay, so I already talked about this joint, which allows me to rotate my screen left and right, but let's talk about this one and this one right here now. So these two joints allow me to extend my desk mount, my iMac out closer towards me while I'm sitting on my desk, or push it further back on my desk, and then as well as I'm able to raise my iMac up a little bit if I think it's too low, push it down a little bit, and let's just go ahead and demonstrate that to you, okay? So I can go ahead and pull it out more. I could use this joint to rotate my computer further a certain angle. And just like that, I can even push my iMac all the way to the other side of my desk. So it started on the right side of my desk over here, now it's all the way to the left. And check that out. How awesome is that? I just, like I said, love the versatility of it. Okay, let's talk about this right here. So this pole allows me to move my computer even higher if I wanted, which, I don't know, I don't see me moving that all that often, but it is nice that if maybe you have a standing desk or you want to have a standing desk, you can adjust that. You can also, let's say you are the person that likes to lay down, watch your shows, you can raise your computer up high, tilt your computer screen down so you can see it better. Again, it's so versatile. There's so many functionalities of this arm mount, and I just gotta say that the build quality is really, really nice. So I'm gonna talk about this down here, and then we'll talk a little bit more about build quality and materials. Alright, here we go. So check this out right down here. This is just a very simple clamp. So it's a desk clamp that will clamp to the top of my desk, and then as well as the bottom, and it just hangs on super tight. There are little grippy things underneath so that it doesn't ruin your desk. So whether you have a nice mahogany desk, you have a little desk from IKEA, whatever, it'll hold your computer and it won't ruin your desk. So I want to mention that Chief actually gives you all the tools that you would need in order to set this up, and my favorite thing about this arm mount is that right out of the box, the arm mount was already basically set up. All I had to do was clamp my arm mount onto my desk, and then they came with a attachment thing to your iMac that easily slides your iMac off of the mount, which I will show you in a sec, which is super, super cool that they included that. But again, all the tools needed to set this up are included. And then one last thing I want to mention about the clamp part of the arm mount is that your desk has to be a certain width, length, whatever. It needs to be a certain thickness. So if it's too thick, then the arm mount might not work. If it's too thin, it might not. It could probably still work, but the too thick thing is definitely an issue. But I would like to mention that this arm mount specifically has I want to say larger range of desk sizes that it can fit than other arm mounts that I have seen and reviewed out there. So good job Chief for doing that. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more. Okay, so let's talk about cable management now. So this arm mount came with a cable management system that I think has been pretty efficient. So you'll see right here, here's my iMac cable that runs out of my computer. And then if you look up here, you'll see the silver and then a darker gray kind of cap. And this opens up, and then my cable will just slide on through right here. And I close it up. And then if I look down here, keep following the cable, if I go right here, here again is the silver part. And then here's my darker gray cap. And the cable comes back through here, and then comes out the bottom of the arm mount, and then it plugs into the wall. So it makes it so that your desk, again, looks nice and neat. That is another huge, huge benefit of having one of these arm mounts instead of just the regular desk mount that sits on your desk. It frees up so much desk space, and then it also helps you just be and look more organized. For example, you don't have cables just hanging off the back of your desk, hanging all over behind your computer. So if you look right here, you'll see that I have a very blank open desk. I'm sorry it's a little bright, but right here you can see that I can even store things like my keyboard right under my computer. I just have a lot more desk room, and like I said, I can raise my arm mount up super high so that I can just have a full desk space if I wanted to. There you go. Alright, so I already told you about the Visa mount, which is this aluminum silver rectangle that comes out of my iMac, but then this darker gray rectangle that sits behind it is the special mount I told you about that Chief included, where it is an easily detachable mount. So right here is a little black button that I push, and then I pick my computer up just like this, and it slides right off the arm mount. I can find multiple uses to tell you why this is a super awesome feature, but the fact that this is one of the only arm mounts that I've ever seen with this function is just a super big plus to Chief. So I will go ahead and demonstrate that to you in 1 second. Okay, so my friend David here is going to help me out so I don't drop my iMac, but while we're doing this, I want to tell you one more thing. This arm mount is supposed to be able to hold up to 22 pounds. That is what they are required to advertise, but it can hold a lot more. So your 27-inch iMac is for sure safe, including your 21-inch also. Alright people, there you have it. I did my best to demonstrate every little aspect of this arm mount for you, and just the build quality of it is very solid. It is a very heavy arm mount. So that is a good thing because you know that it'll hold your computer up safely. One thing I do want to mention is that this right there, that little gray rectangle I told you about, it is made out of plastic instead of metal, which did kind of scare me. But like I said, I've been using this arm mount for, let's say, I think like a month and a half now, and my computer's held fine. Nothing seems like it's about to break or anything like that. So it is a very good quality arm mount. Again, it retails for $174 right now. You can find that on Amazon or on Chief's website. Chief mainly does large distributions, since they do work with mainly professional businesses, so they do large orders. So you can find this in all different places. Just Google search it. This is the K1C120S model, and this is in the silver version. I do know that they have a black version available as well. And then I told you that mine had 2 joints, so one coming up here, and then you can see the other one in the mirror right there. They have other ones that come with just 1 joint. They have other ones that you can have 2 monitors coming out of that one long pole that you saw. So they have all different models. Just go to Chief's website, check them out. I highly, highly recommend this arm mount. It's worked great for me for, like I said, a month and a half, and I'll keep using it and keep playing around with it and see if I find anything else that is worth reviewing. So definitely be on the lookout for other reviews of iMac arm mounts. So if you just look around on YouTube right now, there aren't very many. So definitely like this video if it helped you out. Leave some comments below if you have any. If you have any suggestions for future videos, also leave those comments below. Like I said, I'll go search around for more iMac arm mounts. And again, this arm mount fits the 2012 or later models, which a lot of arm mounts out there do not. So I want to repeat that disclaimer I told you in the beginning of this video. It is so important for you to know and remember that if you are buying a new iMac 2012, late 2012 or later, as in or newer, you need to buy the special Visa mount model from the Apple Store website. You cannot buy just any new iMac from the store. That will not work because Apple decided to not let us remove those desk mounts that were able to be removed in the past with the previous models. So there is your disclaimer. Don't say I didn't warn you. Arm mounts are amazing. I think they're super awesome. And I think anybody with a desktop computer should have an arm mount for their monitor/computer all-in-one program. Definitely get an arm mount. Check out K1C120S by the company Chief. And thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. My name is Jerry Land, and thanks for watching.